Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about the non invasion, so called invasion, the Russian invasion of Ukraine that we were told about by our mass media friends and our friends, too, I guess, from the intelligence community. So, when this thing with Ukraine started was last year, about September, October, when the newspapers, the TV, all these guys kept bombarding us that uh, the Russians will invade Ukraine by the end of the year 2021. Well, then they something happened with all these experts, all these senior analysts, senior advisors, White House advisors, White House analysts, all these people, uh, including the uh, CIA experts and foreign relations professors. They all came on the TV and said that Russia will invade Ukraine uh, before the end of the year 2021. Well, when that didn't happen, they said, well, now the Russians will do it in January, at the beginning of January 2022. Well, when that didn't happen, they said the Russians will invade just before the Beijing 2022 Olympics. That didn't happen. And they said, because Putin is waiting for the Olympics to start. Well, the Olympics started and nothing happened. And then they say, well, he's going to wait until February 16th. Some media outlets even gave us the exact hour of the day when the invasion supposedly will start. And that was 3 o'clock Kiev time. So today is uh, February 16th. It's past that time, I can tell you for sure, and no invasion yet. And no false flag operation either yet. So what's happening? Well, I'm pretty sure some, adolescents, some, people will come forth and they will tell us that actually, I don't believe anything. Okay, actually, the Russian did this to show the world that to expose the world, but uh, no, the our intelligence community, they know that they just pulled off for a little bit for the deadline to go away, and then they will just trigger everything is going to start a war. Well, I don't buy that. How many times do you need a person to lie to you, provide you false information to, to say enough is enough? I just told you all the little story with it's gonna start, then it's gonna start, then it's gonna start, then, and nothing happened. So I'm not gonna just, you know, um, uh, talk about the 16th of February. I'm gonna stop right there and say, no, there were different goalposts. They moved it. They moved it all the time. How about that? How could they just be so false? How could they just, fail like this? I mean, the Russians are geniuses and they, outsmarted these guys. It means these guys are not that smart, or how come? I mean, end of 2021, beginning of 2021, before the Olympics in Beijing, and then during the Beijing Olympics, and on the 16th of February. Now look how many deadlines, dates they gave us, and nothing happened. How many times can we just accept and we don't discredit these people, these people with titles, very big titles, very big names, very important people, unfortunately, very important. What's going on? When you find that answer, you tell me, okay? I just give you five at least deadlines that were just moved, 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 pushed. And then it was that stupid, how should I put it, childish notion or idea that the Russians are waiting for the ground to freeze so the tanks could cross uh, the Ukrainian you know fields better, because otherwise there's going to be a problem with Russian tanks in the swamps of Ukraine. Really, I mean, that's so immature, such an immature explanation. I mean, you want to buy it, buy it. I don't buy that. And then there are some videos you can watch. You can watch on YouTube if you want, of some Russian tank exercises. Those are not First World War tanks. Krr, 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 krr. Just look at them. Just, I mean, even if you want logically to talk about, all right, okay, what's gonna be? It's like 5 meter deep the swamp or something, and it's everything is a swamp. There's no way around it. Even if it's gonna be about tanks, it's not gonna be with tanks. It's gonna be with a air attack. That's gonna be the first thing that's gonna happen. My God, it's just the basic military tactics. That's all. I'm not an expert on that. I don't pretend to be, but I I know that, as a regular person, don't you? So the invasion. We're waiting for the next date of the invasion when the Russians will decide. It's I said that I don't know a few weeks ago. There's not going to be any invasion. If there's going to be an invasion, it's going to be a counter invasion. When those guys in Kiev will start attacking the Russians or how do you want Ukrainians in the east part of Ukraine, their own people, then the Russians will come in. That's the only time it's going to happen. That's it. Until then, Kiev, that government from whatever, how you want to call it, the leadership, the regime from Kiev, they have to go to Minsk agreements. They have to go over there. They signed it. The country is bound to those agreements. They have to follow it. That's already international law. Okay? But they don't want to do it. That's why they want to hang their Poroshenko or whatever his name is, the guy with the Orange Revolution. They arrested him and put him on trial. And Putin said, "Well, we're going to grant him political asylum if this the current uh, regime from Kiev are going to try to." It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So anyway, let me know when the invasion starts. When those guys from the big mass media corporations are gonna let you know that the new deadline is, so I can get ready, get my popcorn, and start watching the attacks over there. It's very interesting that Olaf Scholz, the German the newest German chancellor, he visited Moscow and he spoke with Putin and so on. And during the press conference, uh, Schulz said something about Scholz, I think it's his name. You, you know what I mean, the German chancellor. So he said something about Yugoslavia, the war in Yugoslavia, and there was a genocide happening over there, and that's why NATO had to attack and bomb Yugoslavia. So because it was a genocide, because the Serbs were killing the rest over there. So what's 1999? So then Putin answered, counter, and said, "Yeah, that's the way we see things in Ukraine. What the Kiev regime is doing to the population from the eastern part of Ukraine, that's exactly what it was claimed that the Serbs were doing to the other friends, in their former Yugoslavia. So, and then Scholz was like, this guy, his history doesn't start yesterday. So just they and Putin used that Yugoslavia example as because that's something that with Kosovo that is just a different story. How NATO, who's a defensive force, right, towards what it was made to counter the Warsaw Pact. Warsaw Pact died, and they're still there for what? NATO. What's the threat? The policemen of the world? Who voted for you to be that? You just are the policeman, or you just do whatever. It seems like. I bet if something like this would happen again, I'm talking about the war in Yugoslavia. If that would happen today, I bet it wouldn't be any NATO intervention under this guy, under this President Putin. It wouldn't put up with these guys. Well, Russia now is different than it was then with drunk Yeltsin and corrupt military and all that establishment at that time, and in Russia. But here it is. It's the end of the line here with predictions of Russian invasion. I don't want anybody to invade anyone, but you can't just pick and choose what laws you use because they fit your interest now, and you ignore the other ones because they don't fit your interest. So besides, it's so interesting that the Ukrainians don't want a war, the Russians don't want a war. It seems like London and Washington are the main, main, I don't know, groupies or whatever you want to call them, who just cheer for this war and they push and their mass media at like command, 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 boom, boom, boom. They just made push this propaganda. It's unbelievable, like boom, like that. So you guys keep watching the uh, American and British mm, uh, intelligence community and let me know, okay, what they say. All right then. Well, see you next time. Be smart, be strong, look for the truth, and dispense justice. See you next time. Ciao.